Okay, we're going to take a look at Christopher. He's a sophomore throwing from Michigan. He'll be a junior next year, high school. He's throwing 55 feet, so it's pretty impressive. Let's take a look. He's switching over from the glide. So we had some questions about the rotation. All right, slow it down a little bit. He's thrown just about as far in the rotation as the glide, so that's pretty good if you're just starting out. That's really good. So let's take a look. All right. I've got one view here from 12 o'clock and one view from the 9 o'clock direction. It's got a partial wind up here. It's almost like a static wind up. It's going to come out of here. Level shoulders, picking the right foot up late. That's good. Level shoulders, eyes up. I'm looking at the video on the right. He's got that right foot's up high. He's going to drive it downward. Okay, just about loses contact with the ground right here. I'm watching the on the right video. The left toes come off right here. So he's up in the air. He's got zero support for one frame, and then the next frame he's down. He's landing. I don't know if these videos are from the same throw or not. The video on the left looks like he's almost at 12 o'clock, a little bit short. The video on the right looks like it's more towards maybe 1 o'clock. But the left foot, because he's only spending the one frame up in the air with zero support, the left foot needs more time to get around. So I suggested that maybe he try to get a little bit higher in the air. Or you could always land at 9 o'clock, and the foot would be land at 3, then the left foot would be closer to the 9. So what you want is these two knees to be basically facing the same direction as soon as you can. You can see right here, both knees are facing the same direction. That's if you want to whip around the hips there. Right here is where the both knees are facing, so it takes them that much time to get there. Now on the right video, you can see how the right toes just landed, but you can see the foot doesn't turn. Slowly, okay. Right here, you can see, take about 3 frames, it's not moving. And that'll happen if you don't have much air time. The other thing that's maybe causing that is this sweep leg is long here. It's fully extended, but I think he shortens it a little bit too soon right here. Okay, and then what happens there is you don't quite get the rotation you need in the air. And also, it's going to make him land just about the center of the circle. So in the rotational shot, you want those a narrowish stance, so you want to try to get that right foot a little bit closer toward the toe board so that you can keep that right foot grinding on the ground and making contact into the release. Now let's see when the left foot lands. You can see how wide the base is here. Okay, looks like his right hip is already off that foot. Let's synced up. Let's go back here again. Okay. All right, so I want to keep that right foot turning. Little bit vertical here. You see you're bent here. Your shoulders are bent around your core downward, but actuality, your spine right here, you can see is almost vertical. So you want to have at your hips, you want to be bent over a little bit more. You want to get that shot on the outside of the right foot. So if we go a little bit further, you're going to see when the left foot comes down right here. Go another frame, you can't see the shot. Right here, you can see the shot's already too far forward. You can see right here too, when you throw that left arm, upper body is moving forward into the throw. Okay, you can move that left arm, but you want to keep it in line with the shoulders, and you don't want it throwing your upper body into the throw forward. Okay, and then also right here, you can see where the shot is. It doesn't look like it's outside this foot, and that could be because your feet are too wide apart because the right foot didn't get too far across the circle. Okay, so to do that, I would not bend that knee so soon, or if you're going to sprint right here, maybe get that thigh a little bit higher, get the foot directly under it. Maybe even cast this foot a little bit farther ahead. Keep it long. And aim across the circle a little bit longer. And try to have your target another 6 inches, maybe a foot closer toward the toe board. Okay, let's see what else we got here. Knees are a little wide here on the left video. All right, I gotta ask you, Christopher, to try to get the camera. I don't know if you set this up or not, but try to get the camera square, okay, so we can get a better picture of your angles. I drew a line before what I messaged you using this green background here as a straight line, so I can kind of see how your body was in terms of that line. All right, let's keep going. So yeah, here you want to make sure you're leaning forward more. Okay, you're almost vertical here. And then when this left toes touch down, you can see this left knee is facing this way at 9, maybe even 9:30 up here. And the foot is facing this way. It's parallel with the toe board. You want to land with that foot, that knee, and that thigh more open, kind of like you're doing a squat. You want to have both knees facing outward, okay? If you land with your knee inward like this, see where your hips are? They're facing out this way more, maybe 9:30, maybe 10 o'clock. You want those hips right here at 9, and you'll get that if you open this leg up more, okay? And here you want to, at this point, when the left foot's down, you want to have the right hip more on top of the foot. Your hips are shifted a little bit. Your alignment, your feet are good. You can see in both right here. Left foot might be a little bit back, but it's not too bad. It looks pretty good. Looks like you landed in the center right here on the left video. Looks pretty good. Okay, just try to open with that, land with an open left foot. And here you're shifting your hips forward. You want to rotate, okay? Try to keep the head back and rotate. And right here, you're going to see the right foot come off before the hip gets to the front. If your feet are close together, if you land a little bit further in, the feet are close together, you'll be able to turn and grind that right foot into the ground and get the knees next to each other right here. So your foot should be right here. If it was on the ground, your knees would be together. That hip, the right hip would be past the left hip, okay? But because your feet are wider, you're not able to do that. Okay, so right here, looking at your posture, you look really, really vertical at this point. You want to be leaning back a little bit. You want your chest up because you want to be throwing upward. See, your arm looks like it's going in an upward. Yeah, you see you're separating your arm from your chest now. So it's like an incline press rather than a bench press. Okay, you're not going to get as much force that way. Be sure to keep your both feet on the ground as long as possible into the release. Okay, and you can see, yeah, your body's vertical here. It almost looks like your head's down a little bit. Looks like your head stops moving. I would keep turning. And you can see right here, at this point, chest is almost horizontal or maybe even down a little bit, but the arm is going up, so you're splitting your forces. Okay, draw a little arrow there. And then your arms up this way, okay? So with a little bit more lean back, if you If you keep that left or that right foot on the ground, that'll create, with this bend in the knee, that'll create more of a lean back angle for you. Okay, looking at the video on the left, you can see what happens when you block with that left foot too closed off. In order to now rotate it to the front, it's a delay, and that's going to delay your block there, your extension. And you can see how now your body is at an angle. Okay. Using this grass back here, you can see how it's angled to the left. Okay, so your left block's given out, and you're leaning to the left. So you're losing power. If your body's going to the left and the shot's going to the right, it's not going to be as powerful. Really nice left arm block. I like that. It almost looks like your eyes are looking down here. So you want to keep rotating, looking upward. Okay, stretch that chest. Get the chin up, eyes up, chest up. So you're throwing up at the angle. Okay. All right, if you make any changes, make another video, please send it to me and we'll go over it. Christopher just found me tonight and followed me and sent me the video. So within an hour or so here, we've got a video made for him. All right, thanks.